Hey, is this Kirk Hilliard?
This is Rusty Bird. It's the Kirk and Bird Show. We've got two of the best players, not just in the county, but the two of the best clearly in the state of Virginia. We've got Valentina Nardone and Peyton McGovern. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
They are from Brentsville. They won the VHSL Class 3 state championship. And this was the first state championship for Brentsville Girls Soccer since 2003. Again, thank you so much for joining us. But I also want to welcome our Mr. Prince William County, Jay Golson, the godfather of Prince William County sports. Jay, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Great to be here.
Jay is also the founder of the real Prince William County sports page on Facebook. So he's keeping it real tonight. And sometimes keeping it real goes wrong. We all know that. But again, thank you all for joining us. We just had your coach, Scott Kearns on, I think after regionals, as you were preparing for states. But again, I am so proud of this team and what you all accomplished. So before we get started into some of our questions and our fans getting to know you all, Kirk, why don't you tell folks where they can find us?
Yeah, we need you to subscribe. Just look us up. YouTube is where you subscribe. You can find us on just about any podcast platform, and it helps us a lot. Typically, subscribers view the show more. So check us out: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Audible, all that good stuff. We were talking about the Washington Post final poll. Brentsville was 5, probably should have been 4, and that's a Class 3 team. I want to congratulate you, but
also remember this. Also, too, remember Prince William County voted for Brentsville as number 1 team.
Wow!
The people's champion.
There you go.
Oh, well, I don't want to get it. I said it on the show with Coach Kearns. I really want to see, because I like a Brentsville Colgan rival all sports. Because a lot of the kids went to Benton together or don't live far from each other, and they're good in a lot of the same sports. So I know it would be non-district, but it will be a great rivalry to start.
My money's on Peyton and Valentina in that game.
I don't know. I'm not picking sides.
5-0.
But
Got that.
Colgan has some really good athletes too. But it just will be fun. It'll be fun. All right. So before we also go, Jay, would you like to promote your Facebook page?
Please join Real Prince William County Board, Sports Board. We talk about girls soccer, boys soccer, lacrosse, football, baseball, softball, anything Prince William County that's on that board. And we keep it real.
So let's talk about this season. This was an amazing season. Now, you all have a strong tradition of great soccer. In fact, you were in the states last year. How far did you advance in states?
Quarterfinals.
Quarters. Okay, so you were in the quarters.
No, we went to the semis.
Oh, well.
Okay, the semis. Okay, you were in the semis just last year.
Wow.
But let's talk about this season. You have a new head coach, Coach Kearns. All of you, unbelievably young team. So a lot of you were sophomores last year. Now you're juniors. And so this team has come together and got the ultimate prize. But tell us about the season.
I think we just all came in like wanting to win. We did lose a lot of seniors last year, and many people thought since like we didn't really have seniors that no one could really lead the team. But we have 5 juniors.
We have 5 juniors as captains.
Yeah, which is like the 5.
Wow.
But I thought we did like a really good job of leading the team this year, and we all wanted the same thing, and we did.
So you have 5 captains?
Yeah, we have 5.
Okay, now give me, like, Valentina, what's your expectation of your teammates being a captain?
Our main expectation was to like inform everyone that we want positivity. Like we wanted everyone to be positive. We didn't want any drama outside or on the field. Like everyone we wanted that positivity, because I think having that mentality pushed us to be as successful as we were.
Okay. Yeah. And Peyton, what's your expectation being captain?
we just wanted to be role models to them and have them look up to us and know that when we leave that they could follow in our steps and know what's right.
Peyton, I'm curious though. State championship game, you're on a 48-yard line. Yeah. Tell me your mindset. What were you trying to do, or what was your game plan scoring that goal? Give us the back.
Well, like prior to that play, like we had so many chances, and I just knew like there was a moment where we were gonna score. And then I received the ball from Aubrey, and then I saw like a little pocket of space like between the 3 players, and then I was like, "That's my opportunity to go." And then I just took my space, and then the last player, I came like face to face with her, and then she looked a little off balance. So then I cut the defender.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So then I cut to her, and then the goalie came out, and then I saw like the right bottom corner, and I just opened my hips and I.
Wow. Now is that taught, or is that just natural instinct? That what you did the whole that drive.
It's just like a natural instinct. I like to dribble, so it's kind of like my thing.
I've got a question. I don't know a lot about soccer at a high level. I coached a lot of youth soccer, but at your level, I mean, it's really advanced in terms of you all have a lot of experience. By the time you get to high school, I mean, young ladies are some outstanding players because
unbelievable, man.
I mean, the skills. I remember, people talk about like, some sports you just can't start in high school. Like you really had to, start younger because you have a skill set there where you like the dribbling and understanding the concepts and everything that takes some years. So how old were you when you all started, and did you play? When did you realize or did people realize you might be good?
I started soccer at 4 years old.
What?
Yeah, no, soccer.
That's when they
that's
start, man. They start at like 3.
All my kids started.
My kids played at that age.
Wow. Okay, but I was not good. Like I was not good at all. And so then I went to do dance, and I was even worse at dance. Like if you saw me dancing, it was not good. And then I did gymnastics, and I was really good at gymnastics. But on top of that, I was doing gymnastics and soccer. And then just at some point I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stick to soccer. Like I just had more fun, even though like I was a good gymnast, but I just had more fun. And I think at around 7 years old, I like really locked in on soccer. I was like, we're gonna do this. Yeah. And I stuck with that.
About 7 or 8 is when you can start to do travel, right?
Yeah.
Or the select team, I don't know what they.
It's like it's like travel, but you don't really travel.
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
It's not just the regular rec version. Those you kind of try out and everything, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Peyton?
Well, before soccer, I did dance, swim, and gymnastics. Well, I was more like towards gymnastics, but I played soccer once, and then I just didn't really like it. And then I watched my sister play, and I was like, oh, I want to try it again. And then I was like, oh, I really like this. So then I balanced between gymnastics and soccer. So right from gymnastics, I would go to soccer, or from soccer, I would go right to gymnastics. And then I was like, well, I have to pick one.
Right.
And I wasn't like the best at gymnastics.
I thought you were good.
Well, I was only good at tumbling.
Where did you all do gymnastics at the same place?
No, I quit when she like started to like actually.
Okay.
Do,
what gym were you out of? Were you at Apollo or?
I was at Apollo.
Okay. I was EMS.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, Apollo's right down the street from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about like? You're obviously great players. For someone 8 or 9 years ago that was trying to choose between gymnastics and soccer, you've committed to a top 10 soccer program in Arkansas Razorbacks. So, I mean, when did you know, oh, I'm pretty good at this? Because I think that's a big motivator when you know you're good, especially when people start telling you you're good. That feels good.
It was like I was like little, and I was always very like competitive. and I always like to win. So soccer was like more my thing than gymnastics. Like after I was like, oh, I like soccer better. But like I just trained over the years, and then my skill like developed, and then people started recognizing it, and it was.
Now, did your mom play soccer? Both of y'all, did your mom and dad play soccer?
My dad did. They both did like a bunch of sports. They were like kind of like everywhere.
Okay.
You all decided to play for your local high school. I know some soccer athletes will just, once they get to high school, they may just stick with their club. What made you guys decide to play at Brentsville and play for your local high school? Was that even an option to not play? Did anybody ever present that to you, or?
I mean, yeah, like some people don't like to play for their high school team. They just think like, oh, it could be like a waste of time, or you can get injured. For me, I'd say like I know a lot of people on the soccer team. Like I have really like close friends on the team, including Peyton. And I mean, just getting the chance to play with Peyton, like for our high school team, I just think like I just knew like it'd be a great experience.
Yep.
Cool, yeah. And these are the memories will last a lifetime. But yeah, what are your thoughts, Peyton?
But like when playing soccer, it like from club, it's like two different experiences, because like there are different feelings that you have, because like with club, like you all support each other one way, but with high school, it's like something different. So
Yeah.
that's what I enjoy about it.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that, and it's like I don't know how to explain it, but high school, it's just like a different feeling. Like winning states, like it just felt different.
The lure of a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basketball, the summer basketball is bigger for recruiting than high school, but winning a high school championship is a big deal.
So yeah.
With young ladies, and not just having individual success, and that's something I wanted to say. You may not brag about it, but I wanted to make sure everyone knew that these young ladies were both first team All-State. Along with, there were a few other Brentsville district young ladies that made All-State. And then Coach Kearns was the coach of the year, the VHSL soccer coach of the year. Right. So congratulations. That is just great. And Peyton, you were the player of the year.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's just a great feeling knowing that like throughout the season that you had like a great season, and just for it to show off, it's just a great feeling.
So again, I know you wouldn't say it, but can you guys give us some general statistics of your goals, assists, some of the main ones? We'll start with you, Valentina. What were some of your stats this year?
Like how many like goals?
I memorized them, so.
I had 11 goals and 13 assists.
Oh,
all right.
Sweet.
All right.
I mean, it's hard to remember like all your goals. I remember my first goal. It was what was our second game or the second hardest game? I just know that it was the only goal we scored, and it might have been Gainesville.
Peyton, now you were the state player of the year. Goals. What were your goals and assists?
I think I had 31 goals and 6 assists. Well,
in 23 games too, by the way, it's about a goal and a half a game. Wow.
It's like a dance, you do a celebration dance, or when you score a goal.
Yeah, there's like a, I mean, celebration. I don't know. I'm just not like she'll celebrate.
Okay. What do you do? Do you like this, or what do you do for?
Oh yeah, remember the slide? They used to do the slide and win a lot. Yeah.
But I just gritty. You know what that is?
No, we're old.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
I've gotten Yoda actually for doing that. They just like don't celebrate.
What?
Yeah.
It was
act like you've been there before.
Last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, my son, Colgan Baseball does the gritty after certain wins and levels. And then I know my son, when he scored a touchdown this year, he did it.
Now, Peyton, I'm curious now. Your player of the year as a junior. Can you handle next year the trash talking from the opposing fans and opposing teams trying to get in your head, trying to basically make you mess up next year. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of just like fuels you a little bit, I feel like, because it's just like motivation to be like, okay, then I'll just take the challenge.
Okay. Good job.
All right, I got a question for you real quick, Peyton and Valentina. So you two are coming down. It's the 5 of us. We're on the same team. You've got 2 people in front of each of you, and the 3 of us are wide open. Who are you going to pass it to? Or are you not going to pass it at all? It's just like, I'll take my chance with all the defenders. Who are you going to pass it to? All right, between the 3 of us. Or are you guys just going to be like, get out of the way. Valentina, you go there and pay. And then you pass to each other and score. What do you do now?
I might just pass it to Peyton.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wide open. She's got 3 people on her.
She wants to score. They want to score.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question.
That's actually the right answer. Okay. We'll ask 1 or 2 more questions, and then we'll get to know a little bit more about you all outside of the pitch. Do you have any particular role models or anybody you kind of follow or watch?
Do you guys know DePaul?
Yeah.
On the Argentinian national team?
Oh, yeah.
Most people think that like, oh, like his touch isn't very good, or like he'll have bad games on and off. And I've always liked the way he plays. He like, no matter what, if his touch is off, which is like almost always off, like it's really bad, he just like has so much effort into the game where like if there's somebody with the ball on the other team like dribbling at him, he'll go into that tackle like no matter what. He'll be across the field defending, then he'll go and be striker. Like he's all over the field. And I just feel like that's like such an inspiration to me, because that's kind of like the type of player that I am. Like whether I'm having an off day, like I'm still gonna like put all my effort into the game. And I like, besides Messi, he's one of my favorite players.
You heard that Messi's coming to the US. He's gonna be in Miami.
Now the tickets are like $400.
Right.
That's why he's coming.
Well, he can make more money in Saudi Arabia, which offered him almost $1 billion. But coming here, he's going to not only get the exposure, but he's going to grow soccer even more in this country, where it's to the level it's been around the world.
Yeah, he also Miami, so I think that played a big part in it.
Oh yeah.
That makes me think of my niece played high school soccer. So I think it was about 14, 15 years ago when Beckham signed with LA. His first game was at RFK. They sold it out to the hilt, and I think his jersey sales for those LA, whatever they were called, like quintupled. So those coming to the US, it may not be as popular, but man, they do well with, all of the advertising and those things. So
there's like a guy, his name's Raheem Sterling. I think that's his name.
Sterling.
Yeah, Sterling. I'll just say that. But he's just like a player that he's like really quick with the ball and he's super creative. And it like makes me want to be creative and try new things, which is just what I like about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite team, like at a professional or on the world level, that you follow, male or female?
Probably Barcelona.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they're still like such a good team to watch.
Yeah.
Even with Messi and Neymar. But like I started watching them because of Messi.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I still watch them just because I just love the way they pass the ball around. Like it's like possession for them. It's easy. And they have creativity.
Right.
So
okay.
And for people that don't play soccer, that's a lot harder than it looks, by the way, also, that skill level. I watched some of y'all's film and I looked at some of the passes that you guys made.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, she didn't see her. She just knew she was going to be there. And I'm like, and by the way, these very, very, very polite young ladies are, man, they are rolling on the field. They've got a lot of confidence, and I love that. Your confidence shows, and that's probably, based on hard work and your skill level. But I was watching you all and your skills and speed and quickness, stop, go, twitch skills, and I was extremely impressed. And I'm looking forward to watching you guys next year, also making sure that we get down there to watch you win another state championship.
Overall, though, Brentsville sports have been amazing this year.
I know.
So football,
yeah,
has made it to, what is it? Was it the state semis where they played Phoebus? Or
yeah, they played Phoebus in the semis, and Phoebus is gone. And I can tell you, based on, I've seen Brentsville play, and based on who Phoebus beat in the finals, Brentsville definitely can win. Yeah. I think they played Heritage from Lynchburg, and so Brentsville's got a great shot.
And we talked to Coach Kearns about this. So, the football team has been successful the last couple of years. The girls basketball team made it to the state finals.
That's right.
And then you guys had a tremendous amount of success with softball and baseball. Did you all feel any pressure? Not pressure, but like, wait a minute, we like did you feel like you really wanted to get this for the school? Not competing with them, but just so you get one for this year.
I mean, I think we wanted to be like that last team standing, and we made it to the finals. I mean, if there was another team, then one of the last team standing in the school. I mean, after a while, like, nobody's practicing, and when you're just like that last team practicing for this, I mean, it has a little chip on your shoulder.
I didn't think of that. That's really cool. No one else is playing sports. Everybody else is finished, and you guys, everybody's eyes were on you. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Jay, you can probably relate to this. I in coaching football, it's something when you're still coaching during or around Thanksgiving and everybody else is done. When you get into that late November, other teams and athletes have moved on to basketball, and it's getting cold, and you're out there and you're still playing. But there is something. That's a great point that you make. I remember coaching, late after everybody else, and when you're advancing through those playoffs. And Jay, in case you don't know, is the voice of Freedom Football, and they were the football state champions this year. So he had a big role in helping motivate and announce what the great season. Do you have any influences, or any role models, not just like in soccer, but just in life? Has there been anybody that, whether it was a family member or a teacher, is anybody that's played a role in being an influence on you in or out of sports?
Like my family, they just have supported me throughout everything, and they've helped me get to where I am today, which is a big influence.
That's good.
I'd say my
your dad.
I mean, yeah, my dad's really hard on me for sports. I mean, Peyton would know. But I would not be anywhere near where I am without him. So
yeah.
That is great.
Valentina, your parents, are they big New York sports fans?
Yeah, we like the Giants.
Oh, right. You're not from Long Island because you like the Giants, the Rangers, the Knicks, the way it goes. I can see them being sports crazy.
We like the Mets, not the.
Oh, good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't stand the Yankees, so I have no problem with that.
I love the '86 Mets. I'm sure you all remember that team.
Yeah.
1986, right?
Yeah.
You just
well
30 years before you were born. All right, so look, let's move into some of the things outside.
And we're getting so old, their parents may not remember the 86.
No, their parents would know the 86 Mets.
Your parents are younger than us, man.
Like, so.
All right. So, do you, I don't know, and I've mentioned this before on some other shows, but like, because of COVID, a lot of us were stuck in the house. And I never was into a lot of TV. I mean, I watched television, but because of COVID, I started looking at all these packages I've been paying for with these streaming and everything. So Netflix, Prime, you know, all HBO shows and stuff. And I got into Tiger King and a lot of Ozark and a lot of stuff. Do you all stream anything? Is there anything you like to watch or stream? Like, you know, you follow. I know a lot of young folks like, what is it? Outer Banks, you know, but All American, that's the football one. But are any shows like that you like to watch?
I like The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
All right.
That was like, I haven't seen the new season, but I binge watched that with my family. That was like my
I like, well, there's like a movie recently. It's kind of like it's not a show. The Summer I Turned Pretty.
We love that.
It's so
Summer
good.
you turn 30?
Pretty.
The Summer I Turned Pretty. There's gonna be a new season.
Oh, I'm still waiting for that one. Okay. Interesting.
Now, did you all watch The Crown?
Mm-mm. My mom watched, I think.
So what about Say Yes to the Dress, 90 Day Fiance, stuff like that? That sounds pretty good. I don't watch it that regularly, but when I do watch it,
Those are reality
those for
shows.
older people. Those for older people, aren't they?
Like Love
Yeah.
Island.
What's
Love
that?
Island.
Love Island.
Love Island.
Love Island. Okay.
How about The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
The Bachelorette.
Oh, that's good too.
So I have another question for you all, being athletes. If you could have, and I don't know if you followed, you know, the Marvel universe of movies. Do you all watch those? And if you do, or if you don't, do you have any superhero that you kind of, if you could be a superhero, this is you would be, or if you don't have a specific superhero, is there a superpower that you would like to have?
We were talking about this right before.
I said I would want to control time. Like,
Everybody says time and teleporting.
I mean,
Yeah. Teleporting, like just to be at like different places, or like to read people's minds.
no, I
Oh
would not.
no, can't do that.
No.
If you do the mind one, woo,
You do not want to do
you
that.
might be surprised at what a lot of people are thinking.
Yeah, I would not want to do that.
But I'll tell you what, Valentina,
Jay, if you could read my
stop
mind, you look so
time
fine tonight.
would be great for soccer if what you did for like a half a second, you stopped everybody else and you got around. People like, oh no, and then or right before you were shooting a goal, you
Exactly.
froze and stopped the
Or you,
goalie.
like, slow it down, but like you're faster.
Oh, you're still oh, sweet. Yes, that is a great skill for you. Did you growing up, was there a superhero you liked?
Batman.
Batman. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No superpower, just a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah.
Wesley, weren't you saying about teleporting that you'd rather go to the future and not the past?
Yeah, brothers don't like to go back to the past.
No.
Oh, okay.
We always-
Well, with my white
Anything
privilege,
before,
I
like,
would go back
1968,
to, all the great
we're not
moments
down.
of time.
Yeah, if it's before the 60s or 70s,
Oh no.
we're good.
Yeah.
Kirk, what did you say before?
I would enjoy going back in time, like for really cool moments, like being at Lake Placid in 1980.
You were there.
I know I was.
I saw it.
That was 6th or 7th grade, but yeah, stuff like that. Maybe play the stock market, things like that. Short sell in 1929. Things like that.
Are you all Swifties?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I went to her concert, but now I don't really.
You did?
I did. It was for
That's
my
so
sister's
cool.
birthday party.
Wow.
Okay.
I
I know
more
those tickets are
people-
so hard to get.
Right. I heard more people saying, I'm taking my daughter to Taylor Swift in Nashville, or I'm taking my daughter to Taylor
Yeah.
Swift on the West Coast.
Yeah, a bunch of our friends, they like flew to like Texas and
Right.
other places.
Rusty and I are not from Northern Virginia, so we're not as familiar with. I heard a lot of that from up here.
Yeah.
I really did. It was some
Okay.
stuff. So what about music? We always I threw out Lil Baby because we've had a number of kids say they like Lil Baby, but help us old people out, because this is when I act like I've heard of all the artists and I've heard of none of them. But like Valentina, if you took your Spotify or Pandora or whatever you have, and it would rank your, like, say, top 5 artists, what would they be?
Wait, let me look.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Wait,
I don't know.
I'll just like say like what pops up on here. Well, I like country. So
Yeah.
What?
we're country, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's big now, man. Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean.
I like John Party. That's like my favorite. And then Morgan Wallen. No one really likes John Party, so you might not even know who that is. Miranda Lambert. But then if I'm not listening to country, probably like Tyler the Creator. I like him a lot.
Tyler the Creator. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now,
Old.
What about you? What about you, Peyton?
I mean, it really depends on the day. Like,
Switches.
Let's
I
say
do country, but I recently liked this song. It's called "Coffee" by Miguel. I don't know if you like it.
Who?
Miguel. I don't
Okay.
know, but
okay. So what about this? I know when I used to play football, even as an adult playing men's flag football or basketball game, do you have a song that you would play in the car or play in the locker room before a game that gets you all hyped? Is there a song or artist you like?
I used to listen to Eminem.
okay.
Like,
Oh,
He's got a lot of hype songs like that.
Yeah.
I like Eminem, but the song that she plays is like my least favorite song.
and she plays the least favorite song when she does play.
No,
It's like opposite.
because I just don't like your music.
Okay.
What about in the Brentsville Girls Soccer locker room before a game or anything like that, or on the bus?
We have like a playlist and after the bus on the bus rides home, we listen to Disney music and everyone just sings. Like
Oh, cool.
it's so funny because nobody can sing.
Yeah. That's cool. Now, you all did something that is just so natural for your generation. We asked you a question and you picked up your phone. So when you're without being interviewed, if you're just at home but not in class, because I know you would never do that, but between classes and school, when you pick up your phone, what is the first app that you tend to go to? What was your go-to? Is it your text? Is it a game? Is it some social media site?
Probably Snapchat.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Snapchat.
But like if I'm home, it'll probably be like TikTok.
I go to the Instagram reels.
Yeah, I don't do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So you guys are not like us. We're old. We're Facebook. Do you all even look at Facebook?
She does. She loves
Well,
it.
I mean, like sometimes like I'll just pop on,
I don't. I have
like
it.
just look around, but it's like once in a while.
I just have it because my mom like tags me and embarrasses me.
Right.
Embarrasses you.
Right. Okay.
Hey, by the way, there was a Prince William County parent that we know that had his kid on the potty. It was graduating this year. Parents put some hilarious stuff on
Yeah,
there.
I know.
There you go. Valentina, parents are embarrassing people on there.
They are.
All right. So did you all know one of the most powerful uses for your cell phone that is rarely used? What it's used for? Do you all know what that is? Talking. Do you ever use your phone to talk? Like call somebody and talk? Because my kids have cell phone and they.
Why would they call them when they can text them?
But do you use your phone as a phone, or is the only person you talk to on your phone your parents because they call you?
Yeah.
Just the parents.
Yeah. All three.
They don't talk to boys across the room. They text them. You know.
Exactly.
Yes or no?
It was such a big deal when I was in high school. My parents had the house number, which some of my friends still remember. But at some point in high school, I got my own phone. Oh, that was the bomb, dude. I could be on the phone at like 1 o'clock in the morning and my parents couldn't just come pick up the phone. So But for us, that's what we did. We communicated by phone.
But at the same time, Rusty, and the girls will appreciate you too. All of us have been in the basement and somebody's on the second or third floor in our homes and we don't feel like walking up there. We're texting them. Hey, did you get that?
Oh, no,
I've done that all the time. Y'all do that, right? Instead of walk upstairs, text your mom. Hey, can you wake me up in the morning? I mean, I do that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I text, but I'm saying my kids never call each other. I'm like, just call the person. Like, I'll say something like, "Hey, your coach."
Yeah, just call Peyton when like he's telling me something. I'm just like, no.
Yeah. My son, one of his teammates, we're going to Myrtle Beach on Friday, and I said something like, "Well, can you find out when he's going to be available or something like?" And he was like, "Okay." I said, "No, I asked you to do that a few days. You still don't. Just call him to find out the answer. Just call." So yeah, and it's like, or this is the one that kills me. My son will have like a job, part-time job, somewhere, and I'm like, "Oh, did you ask your supervisor? Could you have off, next Thursday?" And he'll be like, "Okay, I'm gonna text him." I'm like, "No, that's not how you handle business. You might have their number. Just either call or when you're at work, say it face to face." Okay. All right. So that's cool. I've got one more question. I don't know if these guys have any. If you could be on any reality or television show, like we talked about those shows, which one would you actually want to play on or be? Or is there a TV show you'd like to be a character, or a movie? Like, I wouldn't mind being Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible movies. That would be cool.
Okay. I have like this thing. It's like people think it's weird. I watch Dance Moms. It's like,
oh yeah,
I do too.
I mean, it's really good, but I would want to be on there because I watch it every day and it's bad. But
addiction.
What was Honey Boo Boo? Was she beauty pageant or cheerleader?
She's beauty. I love that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you all have been a delight. I am so, first again, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. We're big Prince William County and all things Virginia sports fans. And I texted Coach Kern. I'm so happy and proud of him. And you all, and I know people are talking already, like people like Kirk are saying, "Oh, what about next year?" No, just enjoy this. This is history. I know you all had the young ladies who are now adult women from the state championship in 2003.
That's right.
It's funny because that was 20 years ago, but that's when I first moved to Prince William County in 2003. And they are grown, but like that is a special thing, like in history, in Brentsville school history. So even if you all don't win next year, but you probably will, and I hope you do, enjoy this, because these are memories that will last a lifetime, and you will be coming back, in 2043. And you're going to be those soccer legends. But,
that summer of my life was the summer between my junior and senior year. It was 37 years ago, but that was a great summer, man. I can tell you all kinds of things, and you guys are going to have a great summer. And probably 37 years later, you're going to be able to, these movies came out. These were the songs on the radio, because I could knock off all of that. And that's happening to you right now. So it is a great time of life. Are y'all going to the beach or anything?
Yeah, we're going to go together in August.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
OBX, Outer Banks.
Outer Banks, cool.
Love Outer Banks. Love it.
All right. So is there anything you all want to close with? Again, I thank you for joining the show. I would ask if you all would share this with your friends on social media. And if you can encourage people to subscribe. We have about 920 some subscribers. So let's see if the interview with the Brentsville Girls Soccer stars can put us over 1,000. So with subscribers, and we do have metrics where we can measure that, but can you all get like the highest number of views
Yep.
of any high school from the 22-23 season? I know you can do it because you guys are great. You have a great personality. You've done outstanding. And so put the word out and let's see, can you beat, I think this
Sarah Jordan is the top female volleyball player. She plays at Johnson. Yeah.
But that was 2 years ago. This school year, I think our interview with TJ Bush and
Mark,
was it? Yeah.
Marco.
Yep. They had over 700 views. So let's see. I think you all can do that. That Brentsville community loves their sports.
They do.
And tell people to go back and watch the show with Coach Kearns,
Will Johnson, Lauren White. We've got a number, and Coach Kearns. And by the way, Rusty, before we close, I was just
Coach Kayla.
I was gonna. That's right. I was gonna say that for the parents out there and the athletes, you got to think a guy like Coach Kearns, because I know the players like him. He's got players from like 15, 20 years ago that still call him, and they call him when they have babies and things like that. And a coach like Coach Kearns is going to remain in the student athletes' lives forever. And, not an easy job. He's got a family and those types of things. And, watch his interview, because you can tell he loves what he's doing, but that doesn't necessarily make it an easy job, because, it's a lot of hard work. And I know that he puts his heart and soul in it. So hats off to him. And by the way, the Brentsville family too, man, they are spirited. I mean, all the sports, and that's a great environment to see. Those are fun. It's a school with a lot of school. My school had a lot of school spirit, and there are high schools out there, that sports are no big deal, and it's a blessing. All of us, everybody on this screen, attended high schools where sports is a big deal, and it's not only a sense of pride, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun to watch other people succeed, and then watch their kids, and we're getting the grandkids, things like that. So, hats off to everybody at Brentsville and the coaches.
All right, cool. Oh, and I don't want to forget, I got to give a shout out to Savannah, one of my former players in youth soccer. Savannah, I am so proud of you and all of these Brentsville young ladies, but she's one of the ones that I remember. Like she was so focused, and she was fast, she was strong, and she had great skills. But I was like, she can play, and it was a joy to coach her, and I'm just so proud of her and your team this year. Jay, we'll let you, if you have anything else, let you say that now, and then Kirk. All right. So again, thank you, Valentina. Thank you, Peyton. Two great players, but also just great students, great people. And your parents have done an outstanding job. And again, I'm very proud of the way you all have represented Prince William County. So for Valentina, Peyton, Jay, and my co-host, Kirk Gilliard, this has been the Kirk and Burr Show with the DHSL Class 3 state champion, Brentsville Lady Tigers.
Goal!